Hey, welcome back to Let's Get Dirty Garage. Been making a little bit of progress. It's amazing how much better you can get at something if you practice a little bit, but you know, so I don't stink as bad at welding as I did a little while ago, because it's pretty much all I've been doing is cutting, patching, welding, grinding, lots of grinding, a little bit of hearing loss. What? No, but everything looks good. But today we are going to dig into deleting the drip rails. So we'll see how that works out. Not really sure yet. Never done that, but I think it looks much better without them, and we'll give it a shot. So let's go ahead and let's get dirty. Is this thing on? Yeah. All right, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on progress. As you know, that side floor pan's in from the last time. Did get the trans tunnel all put back together, so everything looks good there. And then on this side, there's a few pinholes and so on that I fixed, but had to replace that section just up in front of that seam, because that was pretty much Swiss cheese. So got that all in, looking pretty decent. Got a little bit of touch-up grinding to do, but that is, for as far as I can tell, floor pan's complete, nice and solid. And just to give you another quick update, been working on some of the little pinholes and so on in the pillar. Got all those fixed, ground in pretty nice. And I went across and basically filled any pinholes in, or anything that looked like it wanted to be a pinhole when it grew up. Always interesting to see those grow, but I think it's pretty solid all along there. And then had one down in this corner. Got a little bit of cleanup to do there, but that's all together. And then there was one that was kind of on the inside up here, just kind of a interesting spot. And I'm sure you guys know this, but way back in the day, they filled these seams with lead. Do not weld on lead. One, it doesn't do anything but melt and run down the pillar. But clean that out if you've got anything that you're going to do around the lead, so that it's not lighting on fire and causing some really cool vapors and stuff like that there. But basically, I think the window channel and everything is really sound and looking good. I'm going to wait until after sandblasting. There's some pits and stuff across here, just not sure what's through and what's not. And rather than spend all the time cleaning that up, I'm going to let the sandblaster kind of tell the story on that top edge there. If got to put another piece of metal in, we'll see what goes from there. But quick update on that, and let's get to the interesting stuff. Well, today's project is something really stupid, but I think it'll be worthwhile. I'm going to try and delete on these drip rails. So, want to kind of smooth that out and get rid of the wind noise makers and all that fun stuff. But basically, this drip rail, in case you hadn't dug into one before, is essentially made out of a pinch weld flange from the roof to the door inner, and you can see here there's a split. This front piece that runs down the pillar is actually a separate piece that is held on. It's got 3 Phillips heads in it, but then it's got 50-year-old goop behind it, so it's stuck on there pretty good. This section up here is really kind of pinched on there, but I'm going to cut that off all at the same time. I want to pull this front piece off just because I don't need this in there. I want to clean all that up and get a nice clean door opening. But basically the process here, going to be cutting it off, you know, with a cutting wheel. Try and get it kind of flush in there, but only going to cut off probably 5 or 6 inches at a time, because really if you cut this whole thing off all at once, you're going to end up with those separating, flopping around a little bit. Like I said, it's 2 pretty large pieces and you really don't want to be bowing or warping or anything on the roof panel. So I'm going to cut it off probably 5-6 inches at a time, and then we will be spot welding it together after we get it cut, the drip rail cut off, and grinding that down and trying to make it smooth and pretty. So we'll see how this goes. Never done this before, so let's experiment a little bit. All right, let's get this front section off. Like I said, 3 Phillips screws. Did pull the other side off. It's full of interesting goop and things like that from the factory, so a little bit of delicate prying and so on to get that to come off. And could try the screw smasher on these, but I think I'm just going to go for the heat wrench and see if we can't break that loose. I mean, those have been painted over at least 3 times and probably more, so there's not much to bite into there. So we'll give her a go. I love the smell of burning paint. All right, fairly straightforward. That's gonna be hot, so don't be stupid. Ta-da! All right. I don't act like it wanted to come out already, so life is good. Last thing you need in life is stubborn screws. Come on. It doesn't want to play. One more. All right. Success on all 3. Nothing stripped. You're just sticking in there with the goop behind there. Hopefully heating that up a little bit has loosened up a little bit of that too, because at this point you can get in there and try and weasel that thing off. Let's get these screws out of the way. All right. Now just to gently pry that thing off. See if it'll pry. Yeah, gently pry that off. Usually pry with the hammer first. Okay, so now we got pinch weld exposed. Fun stuff there, so I'll get you in for a closer look and we can take a peek at see what that looks like and kind of what's going on behind all of that. So then we'll get to the sparkly wheel of terror. So after you get that lip off, as you can see, it's just a pinch weld seam where that inside portion is like the door frame. This is the pillar, and then as you move up, you can see where the roof fuzzy. See where the roof really takes over. Right here's that lead joint, but like I said, I'm going to chop off a few inches at a time, get some welds on it, get it tightened up in there, and that way that should be a lot more streamlined look, and maybe it'll even go faster. I don't know. So let's go from there. Okay, let's get a little grinder action on that, see what it smooths out like. Get the paint cleaned off as well for the metal melting device. I only have one grinder, so kind of swap stuff around. Pretty. Okay, so let's see what we got to work with here. Let me get you in here for a quick update or look. So you can see, I think you can see, at least where this side here is the, this side here is the door frame, and then this is the pillar, and see where I cut that off, there's a little bit of a gap in there now, so should be able to spot weld that up and see what we can do to make it prettier. So let's give that a shot. Okay, one ugly weld, but I think that's a good starting point. Two halves are joined together pretty good. That ground down a little bit and see what kind of results. Alright, so let's take a quick look here. Get you guys in here for a peek. Got lots of cleanup fun stuff to do, but basically that is together, and need obviously some more grinding. Got a couple of little pinholes to fill, but we'll level all that up and fill in all of that, do a little bit at a time. Grind that down, and then that's going to give us a nice smooth surface there, and I think that'll finish off really nice for you know, the final look of the vehicle. So I just never really liked those drip rails, so I'll continue on that and give you a tour once get some more accomplished. All right, so here's the semi-finished product. Getting most of that pretty smooth. Went ahead and filled in the screw hole that was down here as well. But without that drip rail, I think actually it's gonna look good. So one section complete, about 1172 more to go. And we'll check in after that, but I'm kind of liking it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, so here we are on section 2. Got that cut down, blended into the first section. Not perfect, but good enough for who it's for. So I think we are definitely making progress, and we'll sit back and enjoy the ride from here. So anyways, by the way, where do pirates go to get their hooks? Second-hand store. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, this is the semi-finished product. You can see got that entire edge done, and went ahead and filled in this area here where the lead was, and filled that up with weld and ground that down metal finished. But everything is off from the drip rail side. Obviously going to have to you know, finish that in body work and so on, because right here you can see there's a little bit of a, you know, it comes down and then there's a little bit of a bump there, kind of a feature line. So I want that completely smooth, so I'll body work that out. But yeah, went through all of that. And honest with you, chased a couple of bad decisions until they were really bad decisions, and then got those all straightened out. But yeah, everything looks good. I kind of like that look. So kind of shaved off drip rails from, and get the NASCAR streamlining going. But anyways, so that's one side, and rinse and repeat on the other side. Hope that was entertaining. At least it was a lot of work. So unless you really want them, I wouldn't recommend it. But I really wanted them, so what the heck. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Let's Get Dirty Garage. So hope you enjoyed it. Hey, listen, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with your friends, your family, whatever. We really enjoy the support. Thanks a bunch for watching, and stay tuned. Next time, hopefully we have kind of a cool surprise for you. So anyways, looking forward to that. And listen, enjoy your New Year's. Be safe, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Take care.